the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New media today, USA boxing. Oh yeah, today is a good day. You know how we do it. If you woke up today, and you're still breathing, today is a good day because there's a whole lot of people taking a dirt nap right now. I'm sitting here looking at some text messages on Twitter. I just started using Twitter, guys, so so please forgive me. I'm trying to get into it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get into it. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, man, what's up, everybody? What's going on? We're going to have a damn good show today, boy. But remember, today is going to be part 2. I told you yesterday that we're going to do a part 2 to what we talked about yesterday. We're going to do a part 2 today about what we talked about yesterday. We're going to do some elaborating on what the hell is going on.
Hey, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Today, we're going to get into this. Now, this is not banging on Al Haymon. So for all you call Al big fish. I love Al Haymon. I love the draws that Al Haymon wear, even though I never met him, even though he's never done an interview with me, even though I barely know what he looks like. Can't get the man on the phone, can't talk to him. But for those who just feel like they have an overwhelming emotional attachment to a nigga who they don't even know, guess what?
Hey, okay.
You might want to turn away from this show today. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to bang on Al Haymon because I'm not. This ain't about Al Haymon. This shit is bigger than Al. But I just want to show you guys that maybe your favorite fighter may not be doing as well financially as you think he is. You got to understand the business of boxing. No one is really talking about the business of boxing. So I want to get into this. I want to get into the business of boxing and see how this shit is going on. Because if it's happening to one fighter, how many other fighters it could be happening to? Now, I know that we have some people who feel like that certain promoters, certain advisors, certain managers are angels. I know that we have certain people think that certain promoters call out are the best thing that happened since sliced bread, and everybody else is the devil. But this one angel is the solution to everything. I know some people believe that. I get it. I understand. I get it. I understand. I understand that there's some people believe that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I want to do is I want to make sense out of nonsense today. What you're not going to tell me is piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. You're not going to do that. You're not going to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. It ain't going to happen. Guess what? I'm looking at something right here to my left, guys, and I'm going to put a nice, good presentation together. Now, I should have done a slideshow for this. But it's cool. I didn't do a slideshow. But so what we're going to do, we're going to get right into this. But before we do, let's give everybody a shout out. Give everybody a round of applause. If you're here today, you're going to learn something today. We are not going to be fucking off today. Not today. I'm going to piss some people off today. I'm pretty sure I'm going to piss some people off today. And guess what? I am the king of pissing people off. I specialize in pissing people off. This is what I do. I piss people off. And I don't give a damn. And I do it unapologetically. I have no alliances to none of these narrative pushing YouTube channels. I have no alliances to those guys. I give a damn about them. I care nothing about getting cozy with other people to get press credentials. I care nothing about that. Literally, I care nothing about that. So, warning, if you are a supporter of the Alphabet Boy community and you are a beta male, you might want to turn away from this live show today. If you wear thongs and you are a man and you get sensitive very easily and you are easily offended, you might want to turn away from this show today. If I offend you because I'm talking about your favorite promoter, Big Fear, call Al, and you don't like what I'm saying, you might want to turn away from this show today. If you are having emotional attachment to a certain fighter, in the sport of boxing and you get overly offended because someone criticizes that fighter, you might want to turn away from this show today. If you are in love with the Alphabet Boy community, and you know I don't give a damn about anyone in the Alphabet Boy community, you might want to turn away from this show today. If you are a troll and you are looking to get my attention in the chat, and you guess what? You're not going to get it. You might want to turn away from this show today. You would not get any attention from me today. It would not happen. If you are a Al B. Sure, Christopher Williams, Ralph Tredford, Man with Sensitivity, Chico and El DeBarge, sensitive ass nigga, beta male, you might want to turn away from this show today. If you are a race hustler and a race beta, and you use race over everything to try to prove a point in order to win people over to your side, you might want to turn away from this show today. Guess what? I am not going to push the narrative. Guess what? I am not going to hold on to the code. I am not going to come on the side of the fence. I am not a part of the go along to get along game. I specialize in pissing people off, and that's what the hell I'm going to do. Guess what? I don't care. I don't give a damn about your feelings. Care nothing about that. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I say all that because I did receive some stuff in the comments yesterday, you know, in the YouTube scene. I don't give a damn. You guys just make me go even harder. Pause. So here it goes. Shout out to Jim Jones UK. Shout out to Jim Jones UK. Shout out to Arsenal Manic. Shout out to William Phillips. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. Shout out to Zoe Life. Shout out to Fury and Survivor. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to James Burrell. Shout out to, as a matter of fact, let's do this properly. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to Jim Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Arsenal Manic.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William Phillips.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ignorant Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Zoe Life 813.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Fury and Survivor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Joe.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to James Burrell.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Halim in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to MTK Global and Coach Asgi.
Hey, okay.
I look like something on my face. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to the Emeritus, the Emeritus.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Johnny Blaze.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Richard Slutsky.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to It's Cold in the Winter.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Peter Reeves.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Emmanuel.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Boardroom Bully.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lady Sharon. Bah! Kaboom! In the building. Please subscribe to Lady Sharon YouTube channel.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Uwapo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jedi Gremlin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got in the building? Shout out to, want to make sure I don't forget anybody. So yeah, shout out to Smith and West.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Eliza Feliciano.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Boom.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Ringa.
Hey, okay.
Here we go. Shout out to Keenan Lofton for dropping that $2 super chat on your boy.
Hey, okay.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Pacquiao versus Spence canceled. Nah, I don't want to hear that. Nah, I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to believe that. I gotta do some. I don't want to believe that. That can't be canceled. Steve in the UK. Shout out to Steve in the UK.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Caesar Castro.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to 111 Truth.
Hey, okay.
Nah, we do it. Shout out to Linux was the best.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Eastside Leak.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mercy Grace.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Martin Liel.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Karma Serene.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Joe.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jedi Gremlin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Javon Soto.
Hey, okay.
Man, come on, man. We're gonna talk about this out. We're gonna talk about this because I don't have any information on it. But if it's canceled, we're gonna talk about it.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to CMD Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Victor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Troy Smoke Alarm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Karma Serene says real. The fight is off. So let me ask you a question. Do y'all look at Errol Spence as ducking? Because we know if Canelo called the fight off, or if Terrence Crawford called the fight off, or if Tyson Fury, or if Anthony Joshua called the fight off, it'll be they was ducking. We know that. But I'm gonna stay on code today.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to I wonder what the Errol Spence fanboys gonna say. Wonder what they gonna say. I already know what they're gonna say. I already know what the narrative gonna be. Watch the headlines. We're gonna look at some of the headlines that the Alphabet Boys put out there too. They keep it. They don't keep that same energy when it comes to their favorite fighters.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ryan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to James Burrell.
Hey, okay.
And we're gonna get into this. Shout out to Lee Adams.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rolling with the Punches.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Young Billionaire.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jerome Benjamin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Who else we got? Johnny Blaze says Spence ducked. If that was the case, I'm saying the same goddamn thing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Caesar Castro.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. I hope it ain't true though. I hope it ain't true. Shout out to Look.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Alone 2307.
Hey, okay.
And other than that, Steve in the UK. Shout out to you.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Real Clean Light Podcast.
Hey, okay.
And let's do this. So, we know they say Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao are canceled, huh? Let's see what we can find on the Chitlin circuit. What's going on the Chitlin circuit? What's going on the Chitlin circuit? Where these reports at that Errol Spence pulled out of the fight? I hope that ain't the case. I hope Errol Spence didn't pull out of the fight, because if he pull out of the fight, the nigga ducking. Period. We gonna keep that same energy. All you PBC ass kissers. If Terrence Crawford would have did it, you would say that he was ducking. If Anthony Joshua pulled out of a fight, you would say he was ducking. If Tyson Fury, you know how I feel about Tyson Fury, when Tyson Fury pulled out of the fight, y'all already say he ducking, so we know that. If who else? Any of the fighters, Canelo, any of the fighters that you don't like is ducking and pull out of a fight, y'all say he ducking. So guess what? We're gonna keep that same energy. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move on. He says all over the news right now. Okay, my brother, it's all over the news right now. Let's pull up ESPN. Because I wanted to get into this show, but guess what? We're gonna get into this show. And wow, this is something else, man. This is something else. ESPN. Let's see what ESPN got to say. See, this is another thing why we can't get the fights that we want. Because we got all this bullshit going on in boxing. People pulling out of fights. This brother says it's everywhere. I want to see where it's at though. Let me Google it right quick. Let's go on Google right quick, guys. Because we gonna get into this show. But I want to see this shit. We're gonna add this into the show as well. Sometimes we gotta improvise. Let's see. The Sun. Errol Spence Jr. out of Manny Pacquiao super fight with eye injury and set for surgery. I be damn. This is the Sun. Let me share this with you guys. You know how we do it. Sometimes you got to improvise right now. This is what I like about not having, we got to go along with it, roll with the punches. So sometimes news come out at a split second. Literally, this came out apparently. Oh, this came out at 2:58 Eastern Standard Time. Literally 2 minutes before 3 o'clock. Errol Spence Jr. is out of his super fight with Manny Pacquiao with an eye injury and set for surgery with You're doing this Ugas as replacing him. So Ugas, the guy who the WBA gave the belt to, the super WBA belt, the guy who got elevated. So the guy who got elevated, the WBA super strap, Ugas is set to replace Errol Spence. Oh, I can't make this, but you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. And they said that Errol Spence was getting that work in training camp. They said with this one dude he was training with that was the size of Manny Pacquiao that was beating the brakes off of him.
Hey, okay.
I didn't even want to cover that, but that's what they said. Oh, I remember a time when Terrence Bud Crawford was in line to trying to fight Manny Pacquiao, and the fight didn't go through because Bo Mack said that he told Terrence not to sign the contract because there was no proof of funds. There was literally no money. The money that he was supposed to get paid, there was no money. I remember that. Oh, Terrence Crawford ducking. Remember that from the Crawford haters and the other channels that was hating on Crawford. He ducking it. This and that. He's scared. Yada 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 yada. What you got to say about your boy? Now this fight right here, I know you're gonna give him a pass. I know how you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna do. All I'm saying is, if it was Crawford in this same position, had a contract signed with Manny Pacquiao, and he pulled out a couple of weeks before the fight, you would not be giving him a pass right now. Facts. I know this. So let's see, can we find another source? Because this is from the Sun newspaper. Let's see, can we find another source? Then we gonna move on with this Al Haymon shit. Let's see, can we find Errol Spence? Okay, versus Manny Pacquiao. Let's see, can we find that? Let's see, can we find that? Nah, you PBC ass kids ain't gonna get no pass, not from me. I told you might want to turn away from this lie today, because you ain't gonna get it from me.
Hey, okay.
You ain't gonna get it from me. I can promise you that. Let's see, I don't see nothing else. I don't see anything else. Let's just look up Errol Spence. Matter of fact, let's go to the PBC website. Let's see that the PBC updated it. But this could be fake news. Okay, say right here, Errol Spence is ready to shine. That's what it say right here. Maybe they haven't updated their website yet. It says right here, Errol Spence is ready to shine. It says right here, Errol Spence is ready to shine. So somebody got to be lying. Either this. Let's see. This might be a rumor. This got to be a rumor. I don't want to believe this. Here you go. Let's read this, guys. Let's read this. Spence was due to defend his WBC IBF welterweight titles against the Filipino icon on August the 21st. Right? Oh, somebody send me a text. Somebody send me a text. Yep, the zone confirmed it. My sources say, I ain't gonna say who my sources is, but you know who you is though. My sources say that this fight has been confirmed to off. The zone confirmed it. Errol Spence has a torn retina. Retina in his eye. So he ducking. So anyways, but he revealed the devastating news of his injury, which led doctors to forcing him out of the fight. Spence 31 said, "I'm very disappointed that I won't be able to defend. I won't be able to fight Manny Pacquiao on August 21st. I was excited about the fight and the event. Unfortunately, the doctors found a tear in my left eye and said that I needed to get surgery on it ASAP, and that there was no way that I could fight with my eye in that condition. I like to apologize to everyone. You know I'll be back as soon as I can. We've come back from worse." Manny Pacquiao, 42 years old, has not fought since 2019. The night he beat Keith one-time Thurman, 32 years old, for the WBA belt. But amid the coronavirus pandemic, he was left housebound in the Manila, right? As a result, the WBA stripped him of the title and elevated Cuban superstar boxer, as the alphabet boy would say, Ugas, 35 years old, from the secondary regular title to the full champion. It leaves Pac-Man left to settle a score as he agreed to go ahead and fight the Southpaw as Spence's replacement. Okay, so it's been confirmed that Errol Spence pulled out of the fight. Now, let's replace Errol Spence's name with Terrence Crawford's name. We already know what he'll be called, the Duck. He was scared. He was scared. We know this. This we know. I get it. There was no way he could come out of that crash unscathed. But who knows? This is why Canelo wants guaranteed money for when things like this happen. Exactly. Exactly. Keenan says you can't ask someone to show medical records, so this could be a duck instead of COVID. Possibility. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, guys, let's keep that same energy.
To this day.
Let's keep that same energy.
To this day.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, okay.
We heard rumors that Errol Spence was getting the brakes beat off of him in sparring. Now all of it, and they released the video where this dude was beating the brakes off of Errol Spence. Do you remember that video they released about 2-3 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago? Now all of a sudden, the doctor said I got to have eye surgery. Oh, I got to pull out the fight 2 weeks before the fight.
Hey, okay.
All I'm saying is this. If it was Terrence Crawford, you would be saying he was ducking. You PBC ass kissers. That's why I can't stand y'all. I cannot stand you Alphabet Boy channels, you Alphabet Boy supporters, and I cannot stand you PBC ass kissers because you are so biased and you don't even try to hide your biasness. You know, there is no, what the word I'm looking for? You don't really have an honest bone in your body when it comes to honesty and integrity and when it comes to being constructive. You subjective as hell. You have no objectivity in your vocabulary or in your DNA. This for all you fake ass pro-black channels who all you do is attack other blacks for the sake of other blacks. Yeah, I said it. Don't give a damn about these niggas. I don't give a damn about them. I don't give a damn about neither one of them. We ain't friends. We ain't down. We ain't homeboys. You ain't never got to worry about me coming on your platforms. You ain't never got to worry about me trying to be buddy with you. I can give a damn about you. Literally, I can give a damn about you.
Hey, okay.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. So as far as I'm concerned, Errol Spence is ducking. The nigga ducking. He was getting his ass whooping sparring. He backed out of the fight. Y'all said the same thing about Tyson Fury. You said that Tyson Fury was getting his ass whooped in sparring. He got knocked out. He was getting whooped up. And you know, I don't give a damn about Tyson Fury. I'm not a fan of Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. You know this. I don't give a damn about Tyson Fury nor the Twerkinator. But guess what? When Tyson Fury pulled out of the fight, they said he had COVID. You same niggas was saying that he was ducking because he was scared that he was going to get knocked out. So guess what we're going to do? We are going to keep that same energy. Errol Spence is ducking. And guess what? You ain't never got to worry about me kissing no ass to get no interviews from nobody. Not Coach Malachi Williams. We don't do that over here, sir. We don't do that over here, sir. Not on this side of the street. On that side, on the other side, that's what they do. But on this side of the street, we don't do no ass kissing for no interviews. So I can give a flying, I don't give a damn.
Hey, okay.
The nigga Errol Spence ducking. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm calling. Guess what? I'm going to be on his ass tomorrow too. Pause. Tomorrow, I'm giving y'all tomorrow's headlines today. Finna nuke his ass. Because guess what? I'm fixing to nuke his ass. Because guess what? If it was Crawford, if it was Joshua, if it was Canelo, them same niggas would be saying what? Oh, man, they ducking. Tyson Fury pulled out. He ducking. He was scared. Okay, we're going to keep that same energy. We're going to keep that same energy. We're going to keep that same energy. The nigga ducking. But guess what? Keenan, what you say, fam? You say, I'm officially worried about Crawford versus Porter negotiations. First Canelo Plant, now this. Speaking of Haymon today. Oh, yeah. Let's get into Al Haymon. Let's get into Al Haymon. Let's get into Al Haymon. Hooligan Music, Errol Spence pulled out of the fight. He said he got an eye injury. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he got an eye injury. He was afraid to lose. Errol lost his nuts. Didn't want to end up like Thurman. James. He said, bro, you said they tearing down other black people. You are too. Salute, bro. Guess what? Guess what, though? The thing is this here. That's what they do. So I'm calling out their hypocrisy, James. I'm calling out their hypocrisy. The only thing with me is I'm not talking about them on this pro-black shit. I'm calling out the hypocrisy. When they tear other black people down and I expose them for that by calling them out, I'm not going to be the one to take the high road. Again, James, my brother, check this out. I care nothing about these dudes. Just being honest with you. I call out the hypocrisy. This is the anti-narrative channel. Because ain't nobody stepping up to call these dudes out. You see what I'm saying, fam? But I get what you're saying, though. So you say you tearing down other black people?
Hey, okay.
It is what it is. It is what it is. The difference with me is I don't give a damn what color you is. Because I don't get into the skin color thing. I did that for 24 and a half years of my life in the Nation of Islam. So I know about that. I live that. See that right there? I live that. Black Panther on my arm, I live that. Them niggas just talking. They ain't about that life, and I know they not. So it is what it is. You say I'm tearing down other black people? Okay.
Hey, okay.
I'm calling it like it is. If you stay long enough, guess what? I got another guy I'm fixing to get into right now. So now, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's talk about Mr. Al Haymon. We're going to get back to Errol Spence. Al Haymon, as you guys know. Now, I got a question I wanted to ask you guys. Should Al Haymon control PBC fighters with an allowance? With an allowance, right, from their own money that they make? Yes or no? Now, I know what you guys going to go at with this, with Adrien Broner. He's an F-up. Al Haymon is doing what he has to do in order to protect Adrien Broner. I get all of that. But I promise you, when I finish today, I'm going to put some perspective on this. Because a lot of people are ignorant when it comes to the business of boxing. A lot of these dudes just started watching boxing 2-3 years ago, and they get caught up in skin color. See, with me, a devil is the devil, regardless of what color he is. A crook is a crook, regardless of what color he is. If you are going to you're going to look at a white guy and say he's a crook, he's a snake because he's white, and accuse and give the black guy a pass when he's literally doing the same thing that you're accusing the white guy of doing, I'm pointing out the hypocrisy in you. Yeah, I got to do that. Guess what? I'm going to tell you something now. Boy, listen, this might not be the live you want to hear today. I am fired up. I am crunk today. You might not want to watch this live today if you get overly sensitive because I'm going to talk about your favorite black fighter. You might not want to watch this live today. If you get mad because I talk about call Al, big fish, you might not want to watch this live today. I don't give a damn about your feelings. I care nothing about it. You might want to go on the other side of the street and go check with them other dudes who pushing that fake ass pro-black narrative. I ain't with that today. You see what I'm saying? If you want to call me a coon or Uncle Tom or sellout or whatever you want to call me, guess what? You might not want to watch this show today. Because I care nothing about what you call me. I care nothing about your friendship. I care nothing about your feelings. I'm not on your side. And it's whatever. I gotta call it like this here. I gotta call it the way I see it, dog, because I see the hypocrisy that these dudes do. Remember what I always say: if these guys did not have a double standard, they would not have a standard at all. These niggas live off double standards. So when I call it out, I'm the bad guy. Okay, it's okay. I'm the bad guy when I call out the double standards. I'm the bad guy when I call out the race hustling. I'm the bad guy when I call out the race baiting. I'm the bad guy because I'm supposed to be on code. Guess what? The hell with your code. I'm not on your code. I'm not on your side. I'm not down with these dudes. I'm not. I'm not down with these dudes, and I'm not pulling back no punches. You ain't never got to worry about Coach Malachi Williams dick riding to get on nobody's platform or to get any interviews with anybody. You ain't never got to worry about that. I'm going to keep that same energy. I promise you that. I'm going to keep that same energy. It is what it is. Somebody got to be the bad guy.
Hey, okay.
Might as well be me.
To this day.
Now.
Oh, man, Shouty. You got that stupid fruity swag, Shouty.
Here you go. Now, shout out to Y2K.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $5 super chat on your boy. Yeah, I stole that from Blue. Took it from that nigga. Supposed to took it from him. Come to your trap and take over your trap.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Y2K said, I ain't blaming Spence, but damn, 2021 is full of bad news boxing-wise. Either fights not getting made, postponed, or pulling out of fights. Well, listen, all I'm saying is this here. If it was Crawford, most of y'all will be blaming Crawford. And I know that. You know how I know? Sorry about that, guys. I got my hand on the roadcaster. You know how I know? Because I've been watching these dudes. I watch like the headlines they make. I don't go, I look at their headlines. I get videos sent to me all the time. I get so many people send me videos in my DM on Instagram. You have no idea. I can't even look at half of the videos that they send me. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I know. So guess what? I'm blaming him. It's his fault. I'm blaming him. Because we're going to keep that same energy. We're going to keep that same energy. You doggone Errol Spence fanboys, we're going to keep that same energy. Just pretend that was Terrence Crawford and he pulled out of the fight. What would you be saying? Oh, he ducking. So guess what? The nigga ducking. Your favorite fighter ducked the legendary Manny Pacquiao. That's the narrative, and that's what we're running with today. I'm not here to babysit these dudes. I'm not here to make them feel good. I'm not here to babysit these dudes, man. Not me. I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. I can't do it. Now let's keep going back to what I was saying. Now, Al Haymon got Adrien Broner on an allowance. We know this, right? Al Haymon has Adrien Broner on an allowance. AB can't get his money from Al Haymon. AB got to get permission from Uncle Al to get his money. Oh, this is gonna be a good show today. We finna break this shit down like a 57 Chevy. Now check this out. As you guys know, Al Haymon control of the legendary PBC. I call it legendary because they lasted 6 years so far. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty much legendary within itself. Al Haymon came up with an idea in order to put together the PBC, and it seemed like he had good intentions in the beginning. As you know, the road to hell is always paved with good intentions. That's an old saying. The road to hell is always paved with good intentions. We're going to get into this today. Check this out, though. The PBC was built off of the blood, sweat, and tears of Floyd Money Mayweather. This is facts. Nobody promoted Floyd. Nobody promoted the PBC like Floyd did. If it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather, it probably wouldn't be a goddamn PBC. Facts. Shout out to my main man exclusive.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $3 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
My brother exclusive said I wish Spence well. Really was excited for the fight. I wish him well too. I wish the brother well too, but guess what? The nigga ducked. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a damn. Let it be known. Go all over the world. Go all over the chitlin circle and say, man, Coach Malachi over there talking shit, talking about Errol Spence duck. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because if it was Terrence Crawford, you niggas would be saying the same goddamn thing. So we gonna keep that same energy. You don't get no pass today. Not today. Not today. We ain't getting no pass. I don't give a damn who your favorite fight is. I intend to hurt some feelings today. Yes, I do. I am the prince of pissing people off. This is what I'm going to do today. We ain't giving nobody no pass today. If it was Crawford, AJ, or Canelo, you niggas would be saying, these same niggas, you guys know who I'm talking about in the chat. Not you guys in the chat, but they'll be saying the same thing that he ducking. So we gonna keep that same energy. We gonna get that same energy. Manny Pacquiao finna beat the brakes off that dude and he pulled out. He started having second thoughts. That's what they did. If you believe Tyson Fury pulled out of the fight because he was afraid of Deontay Wilder, then I believe that Errol Spence pulled out of the fight because he was afraid of Manny Pacquiao. That's what I'm saying. That's right. It is what it is. Check it out, though. So every time Floyd got paid a massive amount of money, right, for a fight, he thanked Al Haymon. Guess what? And since fighters like Errol Spence, Adrien Broner, Deontay Wilder, Keith Thurman, and many more PBC fighters looked up to Floyd Mayweather, they wanted to follow in Floyd Mayweather's footsteps and work with who? The legendary Al Haymon. So it's a no-brainer to me, guys, that some of the top fighters at the PBC love Al Haymon. You see what I'm saying? And you even hear fighters change their, name their sons after Al Haymon. You hear that fighter say, yeah, man, Al Haymon, man, he looked out for us. He take good care of us. This is what they say. But boy, I'm finna break this shit down real good for y'all today. So for all you short boy shorties out there.
Oh, man, shouty. You got that stupid fruity swag, shouty.
For all you dudes who rode the slow yellow bus. To this day. And get caught up in skin color. And think that because, oh man, we got to roll with this and roll with that, to push the narrative. Nah. Today we finna blow this shit up. Because guess what? If you got a white guy that can be wicked and evil and be a crook, so can a black guy. And guess what? A Latino guy or whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. A crook is a crook is a crook. Now, am I saying Al Haymon a crook? No, I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying. That's all I'm just saying. We're gonna look at some stuff right today. So anyways, you see what I'm saying? Now, let's say Adrien Broner, for instance, right? Al Haymon has AB on $1,000 a day allowance. So he say, this is what Adrien Broner said on his Instagram, right? So some may say that Al Haymon is doing this for AB's own good. I kind of agree with that. Maybe he's doing it for AB's own good, because if he let Adrien Broner get all his money, he's going to mess his money up and blow it. Now, we know that AB is a big F up, so I will agree with that. Adrien Broner is an F up, and he needs to be treated like a child, so Al is doing the right thing. This guy messes up his money, so Al Haymon is treating him like a child. Shout out to BG for dropping that $2
Okay.
super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
But guess what, though? Boy, we gonna break this shit down like a 57 Chevy today, bro. I promise you, when you leave this show today, you're gonna get some clarity into this. We're gonna get some clarity into this, right? So now, Adrien Broner is on $1,000 a day allowance from Al Haymon. Grown ass man, 32 years old. He has another grown man giving him an allowance because he's an F up. As a matter of fact, it's my understanding that Adrien Broner, that Al Haymon might have power of attorney over his money. That's my understanding of it. That's my understanding of it. Another man got power of attorney of another man's money. I'm gonna tell you why that is dangerous. Okay, that's fine. If you believe that, hey man, Al Haymon is an angel, he doing the right thing by taking Adrien Broner's money, and Al Haymon is a god, and we shouldn't question anything Al Haymon says because of what he did for Floyd, and because of Errol Spence and the Charlos and Danny Garcia and Berto and other fighters talk good about Al Haymon. So if those 10 fighters or 7 or 8 or 13 or 14 fighters talking good about him, he can be trusted overwhelmingly. Don't ask no questions. Close your eyes and just let him handle the money. You are a fool. No, you're not only a fool, you are a goddamn fool if you believe some shit like that. Got to talk about it today. Shout out to Eli Sanchez.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
James say Allen Iverson agent did the same thing to him. Shout out to James for dropping that half a dub on your boy. I already know where you was finna go at with that. I knew that was coming. I got something for that.
Hey, okay.
So my brother say Allen Iverson agent did the same thing for him with this Reebok deal. They put him on an allowance. And put up $32 million for him until he turned 55. Ask him about the savings for himself. Call Al. Yeah, you're right about that. But I knew you was going to go there. Guess what? I got something for that, though. I got something for that, James. Guess what? Just because this worked out for Allen Iverson, you cannot assume that this is what Al Haymon is doing for Adrien Broner. We can't assume that. Because guess what? Just like you can show me a case where an agent did that for Allen Iverson, I can show you 20 other scenarios, and I got them up right here. Then I'm finna share the screen with you where the total opposite happened. That's all I'm saying. I knew you was going to go there, though. Not you personally, but I knew this was going to get brought up because I'm very familiar with what happened with Allen Iverson. Very familiar with that. I am very familiar with what happened with Allen Iverson. I'm very familiar with that, brother. So thank you for bringing that up. But guess what? I got something for that. I knew that was going to come up. Right? So now, let's keep going, though. Okay, that's fine. That's fine if you believe that Adrien Broner is a mess up. Al Haymon is doing the right thing. We don't know what the hell is going on. All we know is that Adrien Broner has a gripe with Al Haymon, but I give you that. We're going to charge that to the game. We're going to charge that to the game. Al Haymon is doing the right thing by spoon-feeding Adrien Broner his money because he's a mess up, and if you give him all his money, he'll probably end up broke. He ain't giving him no fights, whatever the case may be. So I give you that right there for argument's sake, right? But what about Hugo Centino? Hugo Centino Jr. was a PBC fighter who left the PBC last year. When Adrien Broner made a post on his Instagram page, basically saying that he want Al Haymon to give him his money, he's tired of Al Haymon playing with him, he's not going to be able to finesse him and talk him out of asking for his money. Hugo Centino, and he's not a mess up, he said this. He said that this is exactly why I left the PBC. Hugo Centino said the exact same thing. This is why he left the PBC. Apparently, they was doing the same thing to him, spoon feeding him his money. Now, he ain't no big superstar. I think Centino was like a middleweight. He was a middleweight or something like that. You know what I mean? It's on Adrien Broner's Instagram page. I can show it to you. But he said he left. There are other fighters who have gripes as well. Other fighters who have gripes as well. Let me go ahead and get to this super chat. Shout out to my main man exclusive.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
My brother exclusive say really bummed out about Errol. Couldn't beat Manny anyways. In reality, Errol probably was shaking like booty meat. But rich me up, coach. I've been waiting. Yeah. I got you, man. I got you. Listen, Lever. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me rich you up right now. Let me see, can we do this now? Let me see, can we do this right now while we're on the show? Here you go, right here. Hold on, exclusive. You got rinsed up. It's there. It's done. Did it right here on the show. You got rinsed up. Now, let's get into this, though. Let's get into this. I'm going to make this nice and sweet. This is going to be kind of quick, too. I'm not going to fake no jacks today. We're not faking no jacks today, right? So I give you that. Adrien Broner's a mess up. Al Haymon is trying to save him for himself. You see what I'm saying? Now, but you got another fighter named Hugo Centino. He said he went through the exact same thing with the PBC. He said he went through the exact same thing, something very similar with the PBC, right? Now, rumor has it that Adrien Broner is not the only fighter that Al Haymon gives allowances to. He's not the only fighter. Rumor has it. That's the rumor. That's what they say. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, okay.
Now, most professional boxers and athletes are not the smartest guys in the world. You guys have to understand this. Most professional boxers and athletes are not the smartest guys in the world, as I said yesterday. So you can see how a savvy financial advisor, a manager, or an accountant, or a lawyer, or promoter can take full advantage of a naive fighter or an athlete. Most fighters won't even know if they are being robbed until after their career is over or until they get to the end of their career. Why are some fighters okay with getting paid allowances at the PBC? That's what I want to know. I was under the impression that the PBC fighters are their own bosses. That's what they say. This is what the Charlos say. This is what Errol Spence say. This is what Deontay Wilder say. This is what all these fighters say. We are our own boss. We do what we want to do. Keith Thurman, not Keith Thurman, but Sean Porter on the Porter Way podcast debunked that whole thing. He said he got to do what he's told. He got to do what he's told. This is what Sean Porter said. Now, my question is this here. Again, this ain't banging on Al Haymon, but I'm asking a question. Should the PBC fighters get paid all of their money at one time? Instead of being paid an allowance out of their own money? I get what you're saying. Adrien Broner is being saved for himself, but at the same time, he's a grown-ass man. If the nigga want to fuck his money up, let him mess his money up. Hey, man, you want to mess your money up? Okay, really, though. Here you go, dog. He got all your money. Do what you want to do with it. Ball till you fall. Guess what? I'm washing my hands with you, though. That's what I would do if it was me. Because you ain't going to be crying, putting me on blast. No. Go ahead. You want your money? Go ahead, get your money. Get your money, baby boy. Get your money. Go ahead. Get all that there. Guess what, though? But we cutting ties right now. Because Al Haymon don't need Adrien Broner. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to ask you this. Do you think that PBC fighters should get paid all of their money at one time instead of being paid an allowance? An allowance, because guess what? He's not the only fighter that's getting paid an allowance. From what I've heard, this goes on at the PBC. The other fighters just ain't going to say nothing. But don't worry about it, though. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Again, I don't know who the fighters are. But Adrien Broner ain't the only one that's on an allowance. Or do you think that fighters at the PBC should put their full trust in Al, ask no questions, and do as they are told because Al Haymon takes good care of all of his fighters? Got something for you today. We're going to address this Allen Iverson thing, what his agent did for him today. We're going to address all of that. Just look at Floyd. Look at what Al Haymon did to Floyd. Floyd's worth $400 million. So this is the carrot that's dangled in front of everybody's faces. Guess what? Do they have another Floyd at the PBC that they're making? Good question. If you made that Floyd, make another one. So now, if you were, I want to ask you a question. If you were a professional boxer or an athlete, would you want to get paid all of your money for your services in full? Or do you want to get paid with an allowance? When I was a little kid, I used to get an allowance. I'm a grown-ass man. You see what I'm saying? Or would you like to receive an allowance or allow your financial advisor to pay all of your bills, handle everything for you, and trust fully without questioning that he has your best interest at heart? This is what I want to talk about today. This is what I want to talk about today. We're talking about grown-ass men getting allowances of with their own money. Now, I'm going to give you the Adrien Broner. I'm going to give you Adrien Broner. AB is a mess up. This is what's good for, this is what's best for him. This is what's best for him. And Al Haymon can be trusted. And Al Haymon will never steal. He's not a crook. As a matter of fact, all the other promoters and financial advisors were crooks before Al Haymon came into business. Al Haymon is the one angel. Al Haymon is the one angel. He's the one angel that's here to save the sport of boxing. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Maybe Crawford will step up and replace Spence. Nah, they got Ugos. They got Ugos doing that. My brother say, I never heard of a fighter getting allowances. Brother, it happens. I'm finna tell you something, though. Check this out. Let's go here. Let's go here now. Let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this. Because I don't ran it long enough. I want to share this screen with you guys. You know how we do it. I want to share this with you guys. I try to be as transparent as possible. Now, remember I told you guys a while ago that a company by the name of Waddell and Reed are the financial backers of the PBC. And they are white. Why do I talk about the skin color and stuff? Because the pro-black, fake-ass alphabet boy channels want to push this narrative that, yeah, man, see what it is. See, the white man is evil. And blacks, and we got to stick together and bang against the system. Because Al Haymon is pro-black. The only problem with that is Al Haymon never said he was pro-black. Al Haymon never said that he was banging against the system. Al Haymon came in the game. They gave a statement basically saying that he wants to treat fighters fairly. So everybody took that and ran with it, right? You know, but as I said before, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. If you never heard that before, guess what? You're hearing it now.
Hey, okay.
The road to hell is always paved with good intentions. Check it out, though. So let's go here. On July the 1st, 2015, Top Rank, which is owned by Bob Arum, which is another guy I'm not crazy about, filed a similar lawsuit against Al Haymon, the premier boxing champions investor, Waddell and Reed, right? What happened was, as you know, a few years ago, 5-6 years ago, the Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank, not Top Rank, but Top Rank filed a lawsuit against the PBC, saying that he is violating the Muhammad Ali Act. That's what it says right here, right? Now, if you guys didn't know, the Golden Boy Promotions lawsuit got thrown out, but Al Haymon and Bob Arum, they did a settlement out of court. Hey, okay. Shout out to Rider of the Storm for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Rider of the Storm say, what's going to happen if PBC loses the Fox contract and goes bankrupt? Will all those fighters that receive allowances lose their money they earn? You know, I don't know how many. That's a good question. I don't know how many fighters over there are on an allowance, but I can pretty much assume that a lot of these fighters are. Some of these, quite a few of these fighters who are not business savvy are. I'm finna break this down for you today. I promise you I'm gonna break this down for you today.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Goodwin for dropping that. I don't know what the hell that is on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Brother say you're doing a good job. Thank you, fam. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Major Key Boston. Please subscribe to Major Key YouTube channel. Guess what? Shout out to Mark Nash. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. And shout out to Troy Graham. I saw him in the chat as well. Shout out to Troy Graham. Other than that, that's it. We ain't here to fake no moves today, guys. So Haymon was attempting to monopolize. So basically, Top Rank alleged violations of the Ali Act. If you're not familiar with the Muhammad Ali Act, it's basically a conflict of interest act that they came up with because of what Don King was doing. Don King used to be the promoter. His son was the manager. Don King had his own accountant handling his fighters' books. Don King had his attorneys. So basically, this is how the game goes, guys. This is the game in boxing. You sign with a promoter. The promoter is going to turn you on to an accountant who works for the promoter. He's going to turn you on to his lawyer who works for the promoter. He's going to turn you on to his financial advisor who works for the promoter. So basically, the promoter is getting all of the money. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's look and see what the hell is going on. So Top Rank sued Al Haymon for violating the Muhammad Ali Act, arguing that Al Haymon was attempting to monopolize boxing through internal practices such as using sham promoters, because what happens is when anytime PBC have a fight, they work with independent promoters. The promoter fight. So this is how Al Haymon can say, hey, I'm not violating the Muhammad Ali Act because I'm not a promoter as well as a manager and an advisor. You see what I'm saying? I'm a promoter and I'm an advisor and a manager, but what I do is I'm not a promoter, so we're going to just work with other promoters to put fights together. Oldest trick in the book. But anyways, though, that's neither here nor there. So this is what Top Rank was alleging. Where am I going at with this? Follow me. So what happened was sham promoters that ultimately are connected to Al Haymon. So he's not only using promoters, but he's using promoters that's connected to him. Al Haymon, attempting to prevent major venues from being booked by competing promoters by reserving them for a different event. So this is what Top Rank sued him for, right? Now, guess what? I don't care nothing about Top Rank, to be honest with you myself, because more than likely Bob Arum was doing the same thing and him and Don King was doing the same thing. But I don't care nothing about that. What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? So what happened was Top Rank decided to sue Waddell and Reed. Who is Waddell and Reed? Top Rank lawsuit was dismissed in October 2015, right? When the court ruling that the promoter had failed to provide specific examples of conduct that it had alleged, nor evidence that the alleged actions harmed Top Rank. But in the decision, the federal judge, John F. Walter, allowed Top Rank to file an amended complaint after removing Premier Boxing Champion financier Waddell and Reed. Remember what I told you guys. Al Haymon is backed by some powerful white investors. Remember I told you guys that. So this pro-black narrative is some bullshit. We got to ride with the black man because, he's banging against the evil white man. No. Al Haymon never said that. So this is what I'm banging on. So who is Waddell and Reed? Who is Waddell and Reed? Well, I went through this before. I'm not going to touch on it too long. Waddell and Reed is what? It said Waddell and Reed Inc. Is an American asset management and financial planning company founded in 1937. It has been a publicly traded company since 1998, and it has its headquarters in Overland Park, Kansas. It operates assets management and distribution of subsidiaries, right? Including Ivy Investment Management Company and Waddell and Reed Investment Management Company. So Waddell and Reed is a company out of Kansas. This is who Al Haymon, PBC, this is who Mr. Al Haymon borrowed money from, got money invested in this company from in order to invest and get the PBC off the ground. You follow me so far? Let's go over here. This is the CEO of Waddell and Reed. So when these guys tell me that Al Haymon is the black guy, he is the Wakanda guy that's banging against the evil white man like Bob Arum, and he's banging against the Eddie Hearns, and he's fighting the white Caucasian system to help the brothers. It's mighty strange that when you peel back some of the layers of the onion, this same guy who you say is the Black Panther, the savior of boxing, he's connected to these guys. These are the guys who invested $425 million into the PBC. We're gonna peel this back some more. This is not it. This is not it. This is Mr. Philip J. Sanders, as you can see. He is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. This is Mr. Brent K. Bloss. You see that, 2 white guys. This is the 3rd white guy. This is the chief. Wait, who is this guy? Is the senior vice president. Let's get to the CFO. Let's get to the CFO. The CFO is the guy. The CFO is the guy who handles all of the money. This is probably one of the most important guys in the country. If you don't know anything about corporations, ask anybody how important the CFO is to your company. So as you can see, I don't been through this before. These are the guys who are a part of Waddell and Reed. As you can see, I don't see no Wakandas forever over here. Right? So where you going at with this? What this got to do with Al Haymon? It has everything to do with Al Haymon. So let's go over here. So right here, guys, Waddell and Reed was bought by an Australian company. It was bought by an Australian company last year. This company on December 3rd, 2020, Waddell and Reed, this company right here was bought out by a company from Australia. Really, it's an Asian company because brothers, the guys in China own this company. It says an Australian financial service firm will acquire Overland Park-based Waddell and Reed in a $1.7 billion deal. The company's announced Wednesday. So guess what? This company owns Waddell and Reed now. Now, these guys might stay on or they might not be on anymore. Who knows? They might get replaced because normally when your company is bought out by another company, they normally eventually end up replacing people. So this is what happened. So this Australian company, and we're going to get to the name of it, news that comes out there, Cruise, basically they want to build some new building in Kansas and whatever the case may be. But the name of the company is called Macquarie Asset Management, an arm of Australia's Macquarie Group, will acquire all of the outstanding shares of Waddell and Reed for $25 per share in cash. So they bought out Waddell and Reed. Waddell and Reed is the white Caucasian company that invested money in the black Wakanda PBC. Yeah, gets real thick here, right? Where we going at with this, coach? Oh, I'm not finished yet. So they bought them out last year. They bought them out last year for what they said, $1.something billion, $1.7 billion. They bought them out last year. So here you go. So now Al Haymon, he's connected to these guys who finance them, but they just got bought out. Big bank take little bank, just bought out Waddell and Reed. This company is the one that bought them out. So they got bought out by Macquarie Asset Management, a special globalist asset manager providing investment solutions to clients across a range of capabilities and products. Oh, guess what? So I said, who is the face of this company? This is what you're going to see right here. Who is the face of this company? It's some brothers and sisters from Asia.
I'm Lim, Asia CEO of Macquarie Group. MAM's Asia infrastructure platform was...
So we're not going to get into all of this, right? This is the face of the company who bought out Waddell and Reed.
Hong Kong. As Rena mentioned, we recently made an investment in Bohao Internet Data.
China is not BSing around. China is buying up everything in the United States. But what does that have to do with the subject matter, coach? Follow me. We're finna wrap this up real quick. Now, Waddell and Reed was bought out by this company. As you can see, ain't nobody Wakanda forever over here. So this pro-black narrative that these alphabet boy channels are spitting is some bullshit. When they talk about, what it is, we got to get behind Al Haymon because Al Haymon is fighting Bob Arum, and he's fighting. For all you know, Al Haymon and Bob Arum could be friends. For all you know. But this is a narrative that these slow-ass alphabet boy supporters and the alphabet boy community is pushing. It's BS. It's foolishness. Let's go here. Here it go right here. Oh, we got to talk about this. It said, why financial advisors defraud pro athletes? Let's go right here, guys. Far too often, $1 million fraud against a pro athlete will occur. And the courses of responses from those in the sports industry follows a similar theme for athletes to trust their team of advisors. Where am I going at with this? Oh my God. Where am I going at with this?
Okay.
Where am I going at with this? Remember what the fighters from the PBC say. In Al we trust. Well, I remember Rap Star over there in the UK. Shout out to Rap Star. He said, man, all the fighters love Al Haymon. They trust Al Haymon with their lives. They pray. They pray to Al Haymon before they pray to God. They thank Al Haymon before they thank God. Do you remember this? Punch Trump. Remember this. This is what they say. Check this out, though. This is a good article. It was written in 2019 by David Burney. He said, why financial advisors defraud pro athletes? Oh, we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. Shout out to my brother James. Hey, okay. For dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah. James. Yeah. I know. I got you, brother. I got you. I graduated from ECU, and he said, Coach, I graduated from ECU, and most of my professors were white. I borrowed money to purchase a home. I'm sure the lenders were white also. Doesn't mean I'm not pro-black or anti-white. Yeah. I got you. I know. Hey, James, I got you, bro. I got you. But I'm going somewhere with this. Just follow me. I'm going somewhere with this. Just follow me. Because I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a narrative that's being pushed that I'm debunking. Because guess what? Brother, I know what it's like to be pro-black. Pro-black, you listen. Listen, to be pro-black means, brother, that everything you do have to be black. You believe in having a black family. You got to have a black wife. You believe in investing in black businesses. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that you won't accept money from whites. You see what I'm saying? But your whole agenda is pro-black. And what I'm trying to tell you, James, is the guys that's pushing this on the internet are not pro-black and they are racist as hell. This is what I'm saying. Guess what? I got them, though. I got them. So, but I get what you're saying, James. I got you. But I'm trying to tell you is the narrative that these guys are pushing, they are lying. They are some of the biggest hypocrites that I've ever seen. So I'm going somewhere with this, though. So now, why financial advisors defraud pro athletes? As I told you guys, when it comes to athletes and boxers and stuff like that, athletes and boxers, which is an athlete, they're not the smartest guys in the world. They are blessed with good physical talents, but they are prey for financial advisors, whether they're white or black. It doesn't matter the skin color. A financial advisor is an opportunist, and if he see that you are a dumb nigga from the hood who has talent, he would take advantage of you. If you are so foolish enough to trust a man to the point to where you'll name your son after him, you will let him handle all of your financial affairs without asking any questions, without auditing the books, and think that everything is okay, you are a fool. Al Haymon ain't no damn fool. Remember, good intentions is always good intentions. The road to hell is always paved with good intentions. I'm going somewhere with this. This is the wrong response for a number of reasons. If you trust their team of advisors, in Al we trust. We trust Al Haymon overwhelmingly. Now, am I saying Al Haymon a crook? No, I'm not. Don't know the man. Am I saying he an angel? Hell no, he's not no goddamn angel. Because there's no way that you could be in this business, in the sport of boxing, and he comes from the music industry where recording artists get robbed and raped all the time. So you're trying to tell me this guy's the angel? This guy's the angel. No, we ain't doing that. Am I banging on Al Haymon? No, I'm not. This ain't no shade. Okay. This ain't no shade, but I'm calling it like it is. We gonna keep that same energy. If you believe Bob Arum is a crook, you gotta believe Al Haymon is a crook. It go both goddamn ways. There's no way you're gonna be in the dirty sport like boxing and you're gonna be the only one that's clean. Bull to the shit. We ain't going for that. I can't go for that, homie. Okay. Not me. To this day. I can't go for that. Okay.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Now, let's go. Now, if you believe that we got to trust your advisors overwhelmingly, guess what? This is the wrong response for a number of reasons, according to this article. Do these industry folks really think that the athlete didn't fully trust his advisor in the first place? They blindly trusted this advisor, giving the fraudster the company the opportunity to steal their money because he knew that the athlete wasn't watching over the money. Trusting your advisor is actually one of the most dangerous things that you can do if there is no verification of that trust. Oh my God. Oh my God. So when these niggas talk about, when these fighters, when I hear these fighters like Errol Spence and the Charlos and Danny Garcia and Roberto and all of these fighters, we ain't talking about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather got his bag and he's gone. Tank Davis and all these other guys, man, we trust Al is the one. Brother. That's the worst thing that you can do. Because when you trust somebody overwhelmingly with your money, you take your eyes off the bag. And when you take your eyes off the bag, you leave ample opportunity for them to steal from you. Guess what? The same thing is there's a saying that goes like this. Opportunity presents a thief. Prophet Muhammad said in the hadith, I got a hadith when I was studying Sunni, when I was studying Orthodox Islam. In the hadith, it says that opportunity presents a thief. I think it's in the book of Sufism. I have it over there. You see what I'm saying? You know, the person that doesn't have an opportunity to steal considers himself an honest man or woman. So guess what? Trusting your advisor is actually one of the most dangerous things you can do if there is no verification of that trust. How can you verify that trust? We got to audit the books. We got to audit the books. You see what I'm saying? Kevin Garnett, basketball players, you know, Kevin Garnett recently claimed that he lost $77 million to a fraud by his financial advisor, Charles Banks, the same financial advisor that had defrauded Tim Duncan for $7.5 million. After being his financial advisor for 15 years, I reviewed the Kevin Garnett fraud on my blog, and it was truly one of the most jaw-dropping frauds I have ever heard. I want you guys to understand something. When it comes to fighters or any athlete, they don't even realize that they've been robbed of their money until later on in their career when they're about to retire. So the fighters who are screaming, yeah, man, we love Al Haymon, we love Al Call, big fish. The fighters who saying that right now, guess what? We're going to see if they're going to be talking like this 5 years from now. Because they believe that Al Haymon is the angel. He ain't like Bob Arum. He ain't like those white, evil, other white guys in the sport of boxing, in the sports. He ain't like them. Al Haymon is the savior. Nigga, please. You are the dumbest fool and the biggest fool I have ever seen if you believe that. Hell, if you believe that, I got an ice cream I can sell to a polar bear in the North Pole right now. The guy said that the fraud was completely preventable and occurred because Kevin Garnett blindly trusted Banks, which was his financial advisor. What am I saying? Am I saying that Al Haymon is a crook? No, I am not. What I'm saying is the mistake that I see these PBC fools who fight over there and any athlete make is what? They blindly trust him. When you blindly trust anybody, whether it's me, whether it's Al Haymon, whether it's Bob Arum, whether it's Eddie Hearn, whether it's Suge Knight, whether it's anybody, when you blindly trust anybody with your money, you leave an opportunity for you to get robbed. This is what I'm saying. So when you hear these fools talking about we got to ride with Al, nigga, is you crazy? Have you went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Hey, okay.
No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. And professional boxers, I have a plethora of articles that I can show you of the professional boxers who got beat by their financial advisors, who got beat by their promoters, who got beat by their managers. Why? Because they took their eyes off the bag and they blindly trusted them. You are a fool if you blindly trust Al Haymon. If you are a PBC fighter and you see this video, you watch this live, I don't give a damn if you like me, if you get mad at me, but you are a fool if you blindly trust Al Haymon. You are a fool if you blindly trust anybody, regardless of what skin color they are. That's what I'm saying. Right? So here it goes. Sadly, but understandably, the majority of pro athletes do not understand the arcane language of finance. They don't understand it. Right? I remember this brother. He played football. He was a cornerback. I think he was a safety. Former pro football cornerback in the NFL who earned $71 million in his 10-year career said, I majored in finance. Now, this guy said he majored in finance. This guy said he majored in finance. Osa, they call him Osa. I remember him, Osa. I can't pronounce his whole name, but his name Osa, right? He said, I majored in finance at the University of California at Berkeley. But even that didn't prepare me for protecting my money as a professional athlete. For athletes, it's extremely tough to trust people with your finances. This is what this show is all about. This is for the, oh man, you hating on Al Haymon because he a black man. No, fool. I'm trying to wake you up on what's going on because you trusted a nigga because he's a black man. This ain't hating on no another black man. This is trying to wake you dumbass niggas up. This is what we doing today. I'm trying to wake these dummies up. Anyways, it's easy to be victimized, according to this former professional football player. He said, it's crazy. It happened to me as an NFL player. To be honest, I think it's happened to 99% of the players in the league. When I hear about a player losing his money, I rarely, if ever, point the finger at the player because I know how difficult it is. It's not always look at this idiot who got paid all of these millions of dollars and lost it all. You know, I may be like this naive kid. These boxers are naive. This naive kid with a million things going on in his life put his faith and trust in the wrong people. If I am a good thief knows how to win you over, make you feel so good that you don't even realize I'm stealing from you. That's what a good thief does. That's what a good thief does. A good thief can steal so, like Michael Jackson made a song called Smooth Criminal. A smooth criminal can gank you. This is a word we used to use back in the day. He can gank you so well to the point to where you will thank him for stealing from you. You don't even know you're being robbed. You don't want to even realize it till years later, right? This is what I'm saying. This naive kid with the million things going on in his life put faith in the wrong people. I know because I was that person. Call Al. We trust Al. Al is the best thing that ever happened to me. Sound familiar? Almost every one of my closest friends in the league has gone through it, right? Check this out, though. Here it go. We're going to go right here and we're going to stop. It says athletes inherently trust what their advisors are telling them because they cannot translate what the advisor is saying. Let me repeat. Call Al. Al is the angel. Al is the protector of the black man in the sport of boxing. Al would never take anything from anybody. He is the most perfect guy in the world. And we trust him. Woo! Guess what? You ain't never got to worry about me getting no interviews from nobody in the PBC because, boy, I am on the hated list right now. I am on the hated list, and I'm fine with that. I am on the other side of the street. I told you, I ain't got no allies in this, dog. I'm by my goddamn self with this. I am by myself with this. So do not attack any channels who you may see me kicking with. Come after me. I am the guy that you need to come after because I have the strength to speak like this. Those other channels may not have the strength to speak like this, but I have the strength. I have to be the one to stand up in the paint. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. Trust me, I can handle all the smoke. Trust me, I can. I want it all, from the Alphabet Boys to whoever. It don't matter to me. Bring that shit on over here to New Media Today USA Boxing. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. From 3 o'clock to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. 6 days a week from Sunday through Friday. Bring it over here. You can say what you want to say about me. Coon, sell out, Uncle Tom. Say what you want to say. I can handle all that. Just bring it on over here.
Hey, okay.
The beauty of finance for those selling it is that no matter what is happening, there is a way to manipulate the situation into something positive. I want you guys to understand this. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that, hey, man, I bought you a Rolls Royce. That means that, hey, man, you know what, man? Look at that car you got, boy. But you living good. Boy, I put you up in the mansion. Boy, you were living in the projects when you started fighting. When you hooked up with me, look how you living now. You got a big car. You hear these dudes in the chat on YouTube, yeah, man, Al Haymon take care of his fighters. Yeah, he probably take care of them. Suge Knight took care of Tupac too. Barry Gordy took care of Diana Ross. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, they did that. Don King took care of his fighters as well. Wink, wink, he took good care of them. There's countless stories where these powerful men take good care of their athletes, only to find out that these niggas got robbed blind and they crying because they took their eyes off the bag. Instead of exorbitant fees and massive illiquidity of variable annuities, it can provide you income for life. Al Haymon set his boxers up to be taken care of for the rest of their life. You heard that a lot, right? Instead of investing in a pile of low-rated garbage mortgage bonds, a trader wouldn't touch with a 10-foot clown pole. It's manufactured into a AAA rated mortgage-backed security that won't ever lose value because housing prices never fall, Mr. Athlete. So this is how these financial advisors sell the athlete. Look what I did for Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is worth $400 million. You could be the next Floyd. If I did it for Floyd, I could do it for you. Come on over here and sign with the PBC so we can attack the man. We got to stick together, brother. This how they come at you, right? Mr. Athlete, don't I forget to mention our company was also shorting those same mortgage-backed securities. We were selling to you at an inflated price. No, oh, sorry. So where am I going at with this? Where am I going at with this? This guy says, let's stop it. Let's start with the refrain of trust your team because the majority of people in the finance and sports industry should not be trusted. I repeat, the majority of the people in finance and sports industry should not be trusted. I don't give a damn whether it's Al Haymon. I don't give a damn whether it's Bob Arum. I don't give a damn whether it's Eddie Hearn. I don't give a damn whether it's Lou Duva. I don't give a damn who it is. There's too much money, too many conflicts of interest, and too much corruption, and too many people at the unions and leagues, fat and happy, who want nothing to change. So how am I going to get you? I'm going to come in like an angel. Look, man, look, black man, brother, man, we got to stick together. Look what I did for Floyd Mayweather. You see what I'm saying? Trust me with your money. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make smart investments with your money, kind of like how I did with Floyd. And you too, if you believe in me for a small fee, I can take you to heavenly heights.
Hey, okay.
Bro, I don't know what the hell Al Haymon selling over there, but he's selling some good shit.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
And he got these dudes brainwashed. Now, am I saying Al Haymon a crook?
Hey, okay.
No, I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is if you put all of your trust in a damn financial advisor or a manager or anybody of that sort, you are a damn fool. If you take your eyes off the bag. So how does this tie into Adrien Broner? Adrien Broner said that he's tired. He don't want to hear no more finesse talk. He told Al Haymon to take care of what he needs to take care of his affairs, but he want all of his money. He said he want to see the books. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to up and up like you say you is, you should want to see the books. Always do a financial audit. Let me see what I really got. So, am I saying that Errol Spence gave Al Haymon all his money? No, I ain't saying that. I don't know nothing about that. Am I saying that the Charlos gave Al Haymon all of their money? No, I ain't saying that. I don't know nothing about that. Guess what, though? But I wouldn't be surprised if he controlled their money. See, it's the oldest trick in the book, right? Let's go on over here. Sports stars, let's go to this article right here. This article was written 3 years ago. It says sports stars are natural prey for investment scams. Where am I going at with this, coach? I'm finna tell you right now. It said professional athletes are among the most common group of individuals to become victims of investment fraud and scams. After numerous reports of fraud cases, athletes continue to find themselves in financial situations that result in astronomical losses. This begs the obvious question, why? For starters, many professional athletes dedicate their entire lives to their sport. Boxing, football, basketball, baseball, etc., etc., etc. in order to perform at an elite level. So for Errol Spence to get ready for that Manny Pacquiao fight, he ain't got time to be counting his money. He ain't got time to be making sure his money is taken care of. He put people together who he trusts, who he's going to look over his money, and he's going to take his eyes off the bag, and he's just going to go ahead and work on his skill, right? Now, guess what though? While little free time is left to explore other interests, athletes are often unsophisticated in the world of business and investments. Remember, I told you, a lot of these boxers, they're not the sharpest butter knives in the kitchen. They come from the hood, they come from the projects, they was broke, they didn't have anything, they have a poor mindset like an Adrien Broner. So Adrien Broner blows a lot of his money, he gets lawsuits and stuff like that. So someone like an Al Haymon probably is doing right by him. Al Haymon probably is doing right by right by Adrien Broner. Strong possibility, but it's a strong possibility that he could be skimming a little bit more money off of the top from Adrien Broner as well. All I'm saying is this here. Check the books. I'm going to address the chats in a minute. Check the books. Check the books. Do a financial audit. Do a financial audit at the PBC. If you are a boxer at the PBC and Al Haymon or any of his accountants or financial advisors or anybody who he recommended to you are in control of your finances, if you are smart, you would do a financial audit of the books and see if everything is on the up and up. That's all I'm saying. That's word. A hint to the wise is sufficient. A hint to the wise is sufficient. Now, it says that unsophisticated, it says athletes are often unsophisticated in the world of business and finance. This leaves athletes vulnerable to investment managers and advisors who have total control over their funds. Apparently, Al Haymon has total control over Adrien Broner's funds. There's no telling how many other fighters with the PBC who Al Haymon has control over their funds with. There's no telling. There's no telling. It said professional athletes are prime targets. So your favorite fighter, Big Fish, he might be a prime target. Your favorite fighter
To this day.
might be a prime target. Your favorite fighter
Hey, okay.
might be a prime target. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, right? It said the sports industry at both the professional and amateur level produces large sums of money that change hands on a daily basis. Lack of time to do their own due diligence, these athletes misplaced trust in untrustworthy advisors and seemingly endless amounts of money make professional athletes prime targets of investment scams. What am I saying? All you guys who may say, man, you tearing down the black man. You tearing down the black man. No, I'm not. I'm not tearing down the black man. I'm trying to make you aware of the game that's being played by black and white people. Last time I checked, this guy here was one of the biggest crooks ever. This is the black man, financial advisor. His name, they call him the Tank Black. They call it the Tank Black scandal. This guy's name is William Black. William Black robbed basketball players and football players out of millions. This guy right here, black man, did this. His name is not Al Haymon, but his name is William Black. He went to prison for this. Black man. Don't get caught up on skin color is what I'm saying. Anytime someone is trying to get an emotional response from you by pushing a skin color narrative, know that they are trying to hustle you. Know that they are deceiving you. Don't fall for the skin color shit is what I'm saying. Don't fall for it. You need to read this article. This guy represented players like Fred Taylor, Terry Allen, Ray Caruth, Vince Carter. I don't even want to get on the boxing. Oh, if I get on the boxing, oh my God, it's a whole nother story. This live will never end if I get on the boxing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got robbed out of money. Tim Duncan got robbed out of money. What am I saying? I can go on and on and on to the break of dawn. What am I saying about this? What I'm saying is this. A fool and his money will soon depart. If you put overwhelmingly trust in a guy because he's black, because he bought you a house, he bought you some cars, he put a little money in your pocket, and you doing better today than you was yesterday, and you think that you're going to take your eyes off of the bag, and this guy's just going to handle everything for you, you, sir, are a goddamn fool. And I promise you, within the 5 to 6 years, when time go by, you're going to realize that you got robbed out of a whole bunch of goddamn money. Boxing is a corrupt sport. And the players that are in the sport of boxing are corrupt. If you believe that Al Haymon is different, if you believe that Al Haymon is different from Bob Arum, you are a goddamn fool. That's all I'm saying. And this ain't no shade.
Hey, okay.
This ain't no shade. Because listen, if you could say Don King was a crook, last time I checked, Don King was black. Ask Mike Tyson. Ask Larry Holmes. Ask Evander Holyfield. Ask Rockman, ask a whole lot of people. If you could say Don King was a crook, ask Julio Cesar Chavez, he was black. You trying to tell me Al Haymon the angel? And he's dealing with fighters who are ignorant, unintelligent. All they know how to do is box, and they are trusting him overwhelmingly with their financial health and security. And you trying to tell me that because yeah, they living in the mansion. Nigga, Suge Knight had Tupac living in the mansion. Suge Knight had Tupac walking around with $200,000 and $100,000 and $60,000 cash. Suge Knight had Tupac riding around in some of the best Rolls Royces. Look at P. Diddy. P. Diddy in the music industry. P. Diddy was known for robbing his artists. Raped Biggie Smalls blind. P. Diddy, yeah. Your homeboy.
Hey, okay.
Mr. Take That. All in the videos. Dancing. Wanna be seen. Yeah, that P. Diddy. Black man last time I checked. So when they talk all that pro-black shit, just know that this is a tactic that they use to rob you blind. So Johnny Blaze say more fighters on the shelf than there is active in the PBC. They making money on everything else besides in the damn ring. Yeah. So what happens is, this is what happens. Because these guys are not, hold on, I got something else though. I got something else. These guys are not, hold on, let me go on over here. These guys at the PBC, I'm finna tell you something else you guys may not know. You guys may not know about the PBC. You know what I mean? Finna tell you something else. Now, word on the street, I'm finna tell you something. I got another article that I got right here, right? Let me break down to you what Don King used to do. Don, this word on the street. This word on the street now. This ain't no shade, but I gotta call it like it is.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Y2K for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
My brother Y2K say that's how Clinton Portis got. Advisors took all of his money and he won in court, but the ruling gave him no money back. The advisors were only banned. All I'm saying, dog, is this. Am I tearing Al Haymon down? No, I'm not. All I'm saying is you are a fool if you trust a financial advisor, if you trust anybody, including me, if you trust anybody overwhelmingly to handle millions of your dollars. You are a fool if you do that.
Hey, okay.
Let me tell you the game, though. Let me read this to you guys. This is the word on the street about what's going on in the PBC. Al Haymon give his fighters more money under the table, and they give them extra payments, above their listed purses. Do I have proof of this? No, I don't. But I'm finna break it down for you. Bear with me for a moment. This is, because you always hear the alphabet boy saying, yeah, see what happened was, Al Haymon, yeah, he give a lot of his fighters more money on the back end. They get millions of dollars. Everybody got Rolls Royces and living in mansions and they swimming in swimming pools full of money. This is how the Alphabet Boy channels paint the narrative. The narrative ain't what you think it is. Them niggas is lying. They lying. And I call them out on it. Right? So, but this what they do, right? This is what they do. Promoters loan fighters money all the time. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you know that. Have you ever heard of a promoter loaning a fighter money? Lady Shan, have you ever heard of a promoter loaning a fighter money? Everybody should just sign with the zone and get all the fights. Lady Shan, have you ever heard of a promoter loaning fighters money? Karma Serene, have you ever heard of a promoter loaning fighters money? Smile back if you're ugly. Tim Witherspoon, Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, Mike Tyson, all brought Don King to court. Can't forget about Julio Cesar Chavez as well. Mike say facts. It would be your own kind first. I won't say it'll be your own kind first. It'll be any kind. Corruption cares nothing about skin color is what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying? Corruption cares nothing about skin color is what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? Right? So check it out. So apparently this is what goes on. It's what goes on. Keenan, here we go. He said it's like advances in the music industry to rappers. Labels got to recoup. Exactly. Keenan, you hit the nail right on the head. See what these promoters do? They may loan you some money. Check this out. Just imagine this. Gary Russell Jr., he can't get a fight. He fight once a year. Robert Easter, He fight once every 18 months or something like that. So when they need money, call Al, Big Biz. We call Al and we start crying to Al Haymon. Man, Al, man, I ain't got no fights, man. Man, damn, I got to pay my baby mama. I know I got cheering. I got all these cheering. I got like 10, 12 cheering, dog. I'm trying to ball out in the club. I'm riding around in the Bentley, but man, my car payment, I'm behind my car payment. The car that the financial advisor or the promoter gave you. Oh, I'm not finished. I told y'all I'm finna tie it into where I'm going at. Check this out. This is what I hear that's going on with Mr. Al Haymon in the PBC. Am I saying Al Haymon the crook?
Hey, okay.
I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying. And this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. I'm just saying, do not trust everybody. Overwhelmingly, right? Now check this out. Promoters loaning money and fronting fighters is an old trick in the sport of boxing. Y'all say y'all ain't never heard of it. Y'all say y'all ain't never heard of it. But guess what? Promoters loaning fighters money and fronting them money is an old trick in the sport of boxing. It's an old trick. Record labels do it like you say. It's like advances. They'll give you an advance on money, right? Guess what? If they loan you some money, guess what? They got your ass. Oh, they got you. You take that money, they got you. They not giving it to you for free because you hear these alphabet boy channels say, yo, man, Al Haymon, he take good care of his fighters. He makes sure that he break them off money. They get money under the table and they straight. Nigga, please. If he's giving them money under the table, guess what? He's going to recoup that money with interest. He ain't just, Al Haymon worth $18 million, $20 million, something like that. You think he made that much money by giving money away? Oh, because he looking out for the black man? You really believe that, fool? Anyways, promoters loaning money to fighters is an old trick because it keeps the fighters on a leash. So why they keep them on a leash? So they can't leave they can't leave the promoters at that point. Don King did it for years. Bob Arum used to do it to Manny Pacquiao. Oh, I bet you ain't heard about that. Oh, this is first class information here. But listen, Don King did it for years. Bob Arum used to do it to Manny Pacquiao. Guess what? I probably ain't gonna get no interview for Bob Arum. I don't give a fuck. Probably ain't gonna get no interview from nobody from the PBC. I really don't give a damn. I ain't down with nobody, homie. You ain't gonna be able to dig no carrot in my face and think that I'm gonna kiss ass for interviews. I don't do that. I'm on this side of the street. I got to expose these alphabet boy channels for spreading lies and trying to make this guy seem like he's some kind of goddamn angel. Now, am I saying he a crook? No. But if the sport of boxing is corrupt, don't tell me that this guy is an angel. Don't tell me that this guy is an angel. You're not going to tell me that. So guess what? This is what happens. Thomas Jones say those cars, homes, etc. are usually under the record company. Guess what? And in the sport of boxing, those cars, homes, etc. sometimes they may be up under the promotional company. Yeah. So when you have a promoter loaning you money, see, you guys didn't know that fighters get loaned money all the time. Don King used to loan his fighters money for years. He barely pay him. He knew that day, man, this guy gonna spend a lot of money, blow a lot of money. When he come back to me, man, Don, man, I ain't got no money, man. My money getting low. Oh, don't worry about it, baby. Boy, I got you. We gotta stick together, brother. Okay? We gotta stick together. Wakanda forever. Black power. Let me go ahead and I'll give you some money. Go ahead, take this $100,000. You don't know he's writing it down in the books. They loan you money to keep you in the hook. So you hear all these guys talking about, yeah, man, Al Haymon, he take good care of us. We got Rolls Royces and Benzes and mansions. And bro, we swimming in $100 bills. Fool, how you think this man got a net worth of $18 million? By just giving niggas money? Literally. Come on, man. Now, Don King did it for years and Bob Arum used to do it to Manny Pacquiao. What they do is sometimes the listed commission purses are flat out lies. So let's say it may show that a guy got paid $1 million. That's what's listed. But he might get some more money under the table or whatever the case may be, right? But they do that for evading taxes purposes. They do that to evade taxes. Why are you silent? Hold on, guys. Somebody just hit me up. I'm doing a live show right now. This guy's sending me messages. Somebody just hit me up. I'm doing a live show right now. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, this is what it is. Promoters, when they loan you money, guess what? It come with strings attached. When you got fighters who can't get fights, the only way a fighter can make money, they have to do what? They have to fight. If you got fighters who's supposed to get 3 fights a year, remember the PBC was created because they were supposed to keep fighters boxing. So guess what? If you're not fighting, you're not generating money. If you're not generating money and you have high expenses or whatever the case may be, you living above your means, guess what? You got to come back to the promoter. You got to come back to the financial advisor. You need some money to carry you over. Or you got to do like Joe Smith Jr. and get a job in the light heavyweight division. You got to get a job. So you think Al Haymon an angel? Ricky Torres. Shout out to Ricky Torres.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Really though, he said, bro, what happened to Riddick Bowe and Rock Newman? Bro, Riddick Bowe and Rock Newman, prime example. Riddick Bowe and Rock Newman, prime example. PBC, we don't really care about you. We just chose 3 random letters to rep. Bro, listen. Only a fool will trust anybody. A financial advisor, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Duva, Diabella, Al Haymon, anybody. Only a fool will overwhelmingly trust somebody with their money. Man, they living in a mansion. Do you know that mansion's in our brother's house? And do you know that mansion is in his name? No, we just know he living in it. What you say, Brother Mike? Say most bosses come from bad neighborhoods and grew up poor, so some money may seem like a lot, but don't realize you bringing in all of the cheese. Deserve more money. Exactly. This is what they do. This is what they do. This how they get them. This how they get them, Mike. Mike, this how they get them. Am I saying Al Haymon a crook? No.
Hey, okay.
This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. But guess what? The nigga ain't no goddamn angel. You can believe that? There's no way you can swim in the mud and not get dirty. You got young fighters, naive, I ain't gonna call them dumb, naive fighters in their 20s and 30s who don't know no better. And because a guy bought you a Mercedes-Benz or you got $1 million in your bank account, $2 million in your bank account, and he's controlling all of your finances, guess what? You got an attorney. Guess who turned you on to the attorney? Al Haymon. You got Al Haymon's attorney. You got Al Haymon's accountant. You got Al Haymon's lawyers. Al Haymon is your manager. And Al Haymon is your financial advisor. Nigga, please.
Hey, okay.
It's the same thing Don King did. It's the same thing Bob Arum used to do. It's the same thing. One guy controlled everything. And before people fell out with Don King, guess what they were saying about Don King? Oh man, Don King good. We love Don. Don take good care of us. That's what they were saying before they realized, man, I don't know, man, this shit, my money looking funny. So when you say, yeah, man, Canelo didn't want to sign no 3-fight deal with PBC with Caleb Eggplant to fight Caleb Eggplant, he was ducking Caleb Eggplant. No. Canelo ain't no goddamn fool. Canelo already went through a situation with Oscar De La Hoya, and last time I checked, Oscar De La Hoya was a Mexican American. Canelo Alvarez is a Mexican. So it ain't had nothing to do with, yeah, Bato, we both Mexicanos, man. We both Mexicanos, say. We both Mexicanos. We got to stick together. We got to stick together, say. We got to stick together. I would never rob you, say. I would never. You can trust me, say, because we both Mexicanos. Guess what? Canelo Alvarez woke up and had to leave goddamn Golden Boy. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Javi Santana for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Javi Santana say, shout out for the super chat, fam. He say, you can't trust no one with your money, not even your parents. Look at Kobe's mom and Britney Spears' dad. Exactly. Exactly. Eliza, what you say, fam? PBC wasted Canelo and the boxing fans' time. Now Canelo back over there trying to negotiate with him. I don't know. That's what they say. That's what they say. All I'm saying is this here. Canelo is mexicano. Él es de México. Él es de la país de México. Right? Oscar de la Hoya, él nació aquí de los Estados Unidos. He's from Oeste LA. East LA. Right? Guess what? Canelo had to divorce Oscar de la Hoya. Mexican, American Mexican. They didn't sit back and say, yeah, say we're going to stick together to the end. Say, yo, what's up, chulo? What you want to do, bato? They didn't say none of that. He said, man, damn, this shit, I got to get away from Oscar de la Hoya. So this ain't no ethnicity thing. This ain't no skin color thing. This is not a race thing. A crook is a crook is a crook. And if you keep your eyes closed and you trust anybody overwhelmingly to handle your money, guess what? Your ass gonna end up broke. I don't give a damn who it is. That's all I'm saying. And this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade.
Hey, okay.
This ain't no shade. I just got to call it like it is. I got to call it like it is. So that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. This ain't no shade, homie. Y ya tú sabes eso. You know what I mean? Ya tú sabes eso. And I mean that, bro. This ain't no shade. I got to call it like it is. I care nothing about who the skin color or the ethnicity of the crook is. A crook is a crook is a crook. And if you take your eyes off the bag, your ass gonna end up broke. I can promise you that. I want to see Errol Spence 5 years from now. I want to see the Charlos 5 years from now. I want to see Mr.
To this day.
5 years from now. I want to see these guys some years from now. Brothers say, this is America. We are capitalists. Practice capitalism and you will thrive. Now, let's go on to Mr. Man Down. Let's go to Mr. Man Down, guys. Let's go to Mr. Man Down. Let's see, did they update this? They have not updated this fight already on the PBC. They have not updated that Errol Spence fight has been canceled. They have not updated this here. They're still saying that this fight is on. They're still saying that the fight is on. So let me go ahead and look at some other stuff. Because the PBC website is still showing that this fight is on, but we know that it's canceled based on what I just received. I just received some information from another channel that's just basically saying that this fight has been canceled. Yep, I see it. I see it. Got it right here. That's the article right there. I should pull it up. As a matter of fact, this is a press release, right? It said, unified welterweight champ Errol Spence Jr. sidelined from a highly anticipated showdown with 8th division champ Manny Pacquiao due to an eye injury. Basically, Udonis Ugas is going to replace Errol Spence to defend his title against Manny Pacquiao Saturday, August 21st. Las Vegas, Nevada, the unified welterweight champ Errol Spence Jr. was forced to withdraw from the blockbuster Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view showdown with 8th division and former welterweight champion Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao on Saturday, August the 21st at the T-Mobile Arena. And I read this already. So guess what? What the narrative is at New Media Today USA Boxing, Errol Spence is ducking. You want to know why I'm saying this? Because let's replace Errol Spence with Terrence Crawford, the same guy that they call Top Rank Toby. These guys called another black man Top Rank Toby. So since we believe in black on black crime in America, let's bang.
Hey, okay.
Bang, bang. Let's bang. Bang, bang. So that's where you want to go at, right?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Ricky Torres for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Boy.
It said, bottom line, Riddick Bowe claimed in an interview that Rock Newman did him wrong. And sadly, he's considering fighting again. He should reconsider. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, bro. That's sad. But this is what happened when you close your eyes and take your eyes off the bag. All that said on the fight is canceled. Oh, snap. So the voo-voo excuse. Excuses are getting old. Yeah. Oh, you talking about the COVID. I guess you meant to say the COVID. I guess you meant to say COVID. No, we gonna keep that same energy though. We gonna keep that same energy. Just imagine if it was Canelo Alvarez and he was in the process of fighting Caleb Eggplant, and 2 weeks before, hey boss, can you do all the boxers who went broke just like 30 for 30 broke, sir? Yeah. I try to do that. I do that, fam. I do that. Just listen, check this out. I do that, fam. Check this out. Just imagine Canelo Alvarez. Hold on. Here you go. Here goes the narrative. Oh, this is another thing I want to say too. Just imagine. I'm finna tie this together now. Just imagine Terrence Crawford. I got you exclusive. Just imagine Terrence Crawford going online saying that Bob Arum, stop playing with me. I need all of my money. I'm tired of you giving me an allowance of $1,000 a day. I want all of my money. Guess what the narrative would have been on the Alphabet Boy channels? By Blue Balls. Former, superstar welterweight champion Terrence Boyd Crawford comes out on social media and vents his frustration with Bob Arum. Apparently, Bob Arum has Terrence Crawford on an allowance. This is why he never should have re-signed with them. This is why people call him top rank Toby, because he is Tobying for Terrence Crawford, because they don't like Bob Arum, because Bob Arum is white. Top rank Toby, which they call Terrence Crawford, ain't got no money problems. He ain't got no money problems, and he's getting paid pretty well over there. They'll call Bob Arum a racist, the white devil, and everything in between. But when Adrien Broner come out and make those same claims about Al Haymon, guess what? The whole narrative changes. Oh man, he looking out for AB, because AB a mess up. Al Haymon is an angel. He'll never do nothing like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hey, okay.
This is why this is the anti-narrative channel. I got the bang on that. Because I'm pointing out the hypocrisy from these guys. These guys are the biggest hypocrites on social media. Period. Bottom line. Shout out to my main man exclusive.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, isn't a torn retina a career-ending injury? Abner Mares had the same injury when the fight with him and Tank got canceled. When Errol loses to Bud, imagine the excuses. It would be never ending. Yeah, exclusive. I'm not saying that Errol Spence, my brother, do not have that injury. But what I'm trying to tell you is this here. And you know it, and I know it, and everybody in the chat know it. If Terrence Crawford would have pulled out of a fight with Manny Pacquiao or any fighter, because these black channels hate Terrence Crawford. He's a black man, but they hate Terrence Crawford. Call him racial names like Top Rank Toby. These fake ass Alphabet Boy channels. These same guys will be saying, especially if you go in their chat, oh man, he ducking Manny Pacquiao. He faked the injury. You know that's what they would say. I'm pointing out the double standard and the inconsistencies. That's what I'm pointing out. PBC got dropped by Spike and NBC. Now they about to get dropped by Fox. They desperate. That's all I'm saying, dog. We're going to keep it 100 right here. We are going to keep it 100 today. We're going to keep it 100 today. If it was Canelo Alvarez who dropped out of a Caleb Eggplant fight because he got a torn retina in his eye, they won't say, yo, man, that's messed up. We hope Canelo Alvarez get better. They'll say Canelo Alvarez is ducking Caleb Eggplant because he knew he was going to lose. If it was Terrence Crawford who backed out of a fight, hell, they said he's trying to duck Sean Porter right now without an injury. So what if Terrence Crawford got injured in training? They'll turn around and say, this is proof he ducked. I'm trying to show you how biased these dudes is. I'm trying to show you how full of horse manure these guys are.
Hey, okay.
This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade.
To this day.
I got to call them out on their bull.
Hey, okay.
I got to call them out. This ain't no shade.
To this day.
But I got to call them out.
Hey, okay.
So if you don't like me, if you don't, if you get mad, if you are a beta male and you get your pennies in a bunch, guess what?
Hey, okay.
This ain't the channel for you. Shout out to Charles Stevens for dropping that $2 super chat
Hey, okay.
on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
So, if you are a PBC ass kisser and your favorite fighter is Errol Spence, yes, I understand he got an injury, but today he is ducking. Why do I say he is ducking? Because if it was Terrence Crawford, you will be calling him top-ranked Toby, and he's ducking the fight. So if I hurt your feelings today, Mr. Alphabet Boy Channels and your Alphabet Boy Channel supporters, guess what? We do not care. I care nothing about your feelings. I care nothing about you beta males. If you sit down when you take a piss on the toilet, guess what? This is not the channel for you. If you are a grown man and you get your panties in the bunch because I am cooking you with the truth today, guess what? This is not the channel for you. If you believe in call Al, big biz, we trust Al with everything. This is not the channel for you. Guess what? I care nothing about you trolls today. Care nothing about you. Guess what? Because this is not the channel for you. If you are a I'll Be Sure, Keith Sweat, Chico DeBarge, El DeBarge, Christopher Williams, and Ralph Transfat type dude with man with sensitivity, this is not the channel for you. I am not here to coddle you. I care nothing about any channel who caps for the PBC. If you cap for the PBC, if you cap for Uncle Al, and you pushing a fake pro-black narrative in order to try to push an agenda to get super chats, this is not the channel for you. I'm not down with you, homie. I'm not on your side of the street. I care nothing about your friendship. Remember that. I will not deride for interviews, and we do not kiss no ass over here. We call it the way we see it. It is what it is, and this ain't no shade. So if it's a channel that I'm all right with, you get offended by what I'm saying, guess what?
Hey, okay.
Bye, Felicia. And I mean that. Right, I'm riding in a one-seater, dog. I'm riding in a one-seater. It is what it is. If I'm rubbing people the wrong way, funny, so be it. So be it. I got to call it like I see it. I got to call it like I see it. Shout out to Mala Gente
Hey, okay.
for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Guess what? Because if it was Canelo Alvarez, you would say that he was ducking Caleb Plant. If it was Terrence Crawford, you would say that he's ducking Manny Pacquiao and he's ducking Sean Porter. If it was Anthony Joshua, you would say, oh man, this is proof he ducking Deontay Wilder. This is exactly what you would say. You want to know how I know that? Because you're saying it right now. And you've been saying it for a long time now. So we're going to keep that same energy. Errol Spence is a duck. He is a part of the duck community.
Hey, okay.
He faked that eye injury in order to avoid fighting Manny Pacquiao because he knew the Pac-Man was going to eat his ass up.
Hey, okay.
Pause. That's the narrative. So since you Alphabet Boy channels gonna push that Terrence Crawford is top-ranked Toby, and that he's ducking PBC fighters, and Canelo Alvarez is ducking Caleb Eggplant, and Anthony Joshua is ducking Deontay Wilder, guess what? Errol Spence is ducking Manny Pacquiao. Game over. Come to your trap and take over your trap. You hit the nail right on the head, Rob. Come to your trap and take over your trap. That's what we do. That's what we do. James say, Coach, nah, not EJ. Yeah, EJ. Yeah, EJ. Yeah, EJ. If Terrence Crawford can be a duck, according to the alphabet boys, EJ can be a duck too. If Canelo Alvarez can be a duck, according to the alphabet boys,
Okay.
EJ can be a duck too. If Manny Pacquiao can be a duck, according to the alphabet boys,
Okay.
EJ can be a duck too. If Anthony Joshua can be a duck, according to the alphabet boys,
Okay.
EJ can be a duck too. He ducking. This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. I know that he's your favorite fighter. I get it. I know that Errol Spence is your favorite fighter, but the man is ducking Manny Pacquiao. He faked the injury. He was shaking like booty meat. He was getting his ass whooping sparring. You heard all over the internet. Yeah, man, Tyson Fury pulled out of the Deontay Wilder fight because he was getting beat up in sparring by Jared Anderson. Malik Scott. That fool said that, yeah, man, Tyson Fury got knocked out in sparring. And this is why he pulled out of the fight, because he knowed what time it was. He knowed it. Well, guess what? Errol Spence knowed it too. He saw how fast Manny Pacquiao was throwing them hands in training. He saw how hard Manny Pacquiao was hitting that punching bag. And he called Keith Thurman. He said, Keith, I know I don't mess with you, dog, but what I'm looking at, what I'm looking at with Manny Pacquiao. He said, man, listen, that dude can hit, dog. You need to come up with something to pull out of this fight. 2 weeks before a fight, all of a sudden, he got a torn retina in his eye. He got to go have immediate eye surgery. Nah, he's a duck. We gonna keep that same energy. This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. All you Alphabet Boy channels, no, we gonna keep that same energy today. If you are an Alphabet Boy supporter,
Okay.
and I'm hurting your feelings,
Okay.
hey man, I don't apologize. I don't apologize. I don't apologize. And how did he get a torn retina? Guess what? Somebody must was whooping his ass in sparring. So this confirms that he was getting his ass whooped in sparring. The video that they released where Errol Spence was fighting the guy who's supposed to be mimicking Manny Pacquiao, he was putting them paws on your boy like Lil Scrappy.
Okay.
He was putting them paws on your boy like Lil Scrappy.
Okay.
And guess what? A week later, the fight canceled.
To this day.
Guess what? Don't worry about it. Al Haymon said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, baby boy. Don't worry about it. We're going to give you Ugas. We're going to give you Ugas. This probably why Canelo Alvarez was trying to make sure that irregardless of what happened, if Caleb Eggplant decided to pull out of the fight, I want to get paid my $40 million regardless. This is probably why Canelo wanted that in the contract. And we heard that Al Haymon say, no, we ain't gonna do that. If Caleb Eggplant pull out of the fight for some kind of mysterious reason, you ain't gonna get that same $40 million. So Canelo said, nah, we good. He said, nah, we good then. EJ saw Manny in training and said, ouch, my eye hurt. Hector, what's going on? He said, Coach, Canelo Alvarez is giving Eggplant another chance to make it happen on ESPN Deportes. Yeah, I know. Now, some say that Canelo Alvarez is crawling back to Uncle Al, begging for another chance. That's what they saying. That's the narrative that they pushing, Hector. Hector, that's the narrative that they're pushing. They're saying that Canelo is crawling back on his knees, begging for another chance. We're going to talk about that. Oh, tomorrow's show is going to be off the chain. Tomorrow's show is going to be off the chisane. Yes, it is. It's going to be off the chisane. Boy, I'm going to hurt a whole lot of feelings tomorrow. I might lose some friends. That's okay. I might lose some associates. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm 47 years old, dog. Guess what? I got a whole lot of friends. A whole lot of them. And I'm trying to get rid of some of the ones I got now.
Okay.
Got too many friends. Too many. Trying to get rid of some of them I got now.
Okay.
So far as I'm concerned, your boy, your favorite fighter, EJ or ENJ, because we know he likes to drink. We know ENJ likes to drink. They call EJ Errol Spence Jr., but they also call him ENJ because he likes to drink. This ain't no shade.
Okay.
This ain't no shade. Shout out to James
Okay.
for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
James say, Coach, would you fight Blue Blood in the internet celeb match? I would pay. Hey, if the money right, if the money right, any of them can get it. The money right. Hey, Efren, Johnny Blaze say, damn, all that make the fight. I want to see PBC fighters lose in the ring. All I'm saying is this here, dog. All I'm saying is this here. Check this out. Efren Molina said, Canelo is a beggar now. Payday, you want payday. I know that. This is what they're saying now. Now they're saying that Canelo is begging. He went back to Uncle Al and he's on his knees. Please, Uncle Al, please. I know I messed up the first time. I know I messed up when I walked away from my biggest payday while ignoring the fact that this was going to be Caleb Eggplant's biggest payday. Because Caleb Eggplant, you are a $750,000 fighter, sir. Remember that. You are a six-figure fighter. This is going to be your biggest payday as well. Now they're trying to make it seem like, Canelo's begging. Please, Uncle Al, please, would you just please give me another chance? Just give me another chance. I'll do right. I'll do right. Just let me see the contract again. I'll sign. So now they're saying that Canelo is begging Uncle Al again.
Hey, okay.
I can't make this up. I can't make this up. This ain't no shade. Blue Bloods fat behind with gas out in the second round. Hey, this ain't no shade. This is what they saying now. Philly Fly, shout out to Philly Fly. He said that would be suicide for Blue. If coach got on. But listen, this is what they saying now. So now you guys see where I'm coming from. I have to fight against the narrative. I have to fight against the narrative because you got a bunch of these alphabet boy channels. They push this narrative that's a lie. And then when I call them out on it, guess what? They subscribers want to come over here and want to troll, and then they want to try to send me threats in the back. I got a couple of dudes who was on my panel. I got a couple of PBC ass kissers that was on my panel. I ain't gonna say no names. This ain't no shade.
Hey, okay.
Guess what? I had a couple of them that was on my panel. I just sat back and watched and looked at them because I don't know these guys. I don't know these guys. They ain't down with me. They down with dudes that I know. I'm not down with the narrative. Let me repeat. I don't give a damn about the alphabet boy community. I don't give a damn about their supporters, and I don't give a damn about their members or their affiliates. Really though, I do not give a damn about you.
Hey, okay.
I don't. I really don't. I swear I don't. I can give two whats. Show my face 6 days a week, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I show it. Care nothing about them, dog. I really don't.
Hey, okay.
Because these dudes are some suckers to me. They suckers. They some real suckers. They followers is low IQ. And the members of the organization is slow. These are grown-ass men in their 40s and 50s. Acting like some BITCHs. And I'm supposed to cop deuces to them? Child, please. My brother say Errol ain't a bad guy though. Guess what? Terrence Crawford ain't a bad guy neither. But it don't stop them from calling him top ranked Toby. Errol Spence is not a bad guy, but Terrence Crawford ain't a bad guy. But it doesn't stop other black channels from calling him top ranked Toby. Anthony Joshua's not a bad guy, but it doesn't stop them from calling him Uncle Tom. Canelo Alvarez is not a bad guy, but it don't stop them from talking about him neither. So guess what? Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. If Terrence Crawford is a top ranked Toby, then guess what? Errol Spence is a duck. I don't give a damn how good he is. But guess what? Because if he ain't a bad guy, Terrence Crawford ain't a bad guy. But they don't keep that same energy though. Now I know Crawford and Spence, they friends. They don't have no beef with each other. But I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Hey, okay.
I'm pointing out the hypocrisy. You can't be pro-black 1 minute, say you support all black fighters, but then you attack other black fighters by using racial names and terms that racist Southern segregationists after the Reconstruction called our people. Nah, I ain't playing them. We ain't playing them crackhead games, dog. Again, I ain't down with none of them. Ain't your homeboy, don't give a damn about you, don't want to be your friends. And I mean that. I mean that. Don't care nothing about him. I don't give a damn about the PBC. Far as I'm concerned, the nigga ducking. Because if it was Terrence Crawford, they'll be saying he ducking. They saying it now. He said, oh, so your analysis is based on others. Okay, got you. That's right. That's right. Now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
Hey, okay.
Might not be the channel for you, brother. You might want to go on over there. Johnny Blaze said, we all know blue balls with Duck talking about an eye injury. Crawford needs to plug Manny away like EJ did. James said, Coach, kill the alphabet boys, but lay off for EJ. He been giving us some good fights. Yeah, EJ has been giving us some good fights.
Hey, okay.
That is true. EJ has been giving us some good fights, and I like Errol Spence. I really do like Errol Spence. But all I'm saying is, if it's Terrence Crawford, which is my favorite fighter, the narrative would be he's ducking. The narrative will be he's ducking. Third Coast, what you say? You say, how can you fight with one eye? Third Coast, you can't fight with one eye. But that's not my point. My point is the narrative. I want you guys to hear me out. I want you guys to hear me out. I'm not saying that Errol Spence should fight with one eye. What I'm saying is replace Errol Spence with Terrence Crawford. Forget Errol Spence pulled out of the Manny Pacquiao fight. Let's say that Manny Pacquiao is fighting Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford pulls out of a fight because he has one eye. What would they be saying? Will you be saying Third Coast Royalty? Yeah, man, you can't fight with one eye. That's not what they'll say. They would say that he's ducking. So guess what? On Third Coast, what you say, fam? You said he ducking. Yes, that's the narrative. I'm talking about the narrative. So I'm gonna keep that same energy. I'm gonna keep that same energy, fam. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you should agree with it. I'm not saying you should agree with it, Third Coast Royalty. I'm not saying you should agree with it, but all I'm saying is, I promise you, brother, I know what I'm talking about. These dudes have said this time and time again, and they're saying it right now. They're saying it right now. So that's all I'm saying. Errol the Terror Spence might have a hard time getting fights sanctioned in America now. He might have to become a big fish. That's all I'm saying. So we gonna keep that same energy. We gonna keep that same energy. You say Terrence Crawford ducking? Right. You say Terrence Crawford ducked the Manny Pacquiao fight? Right. Guess what? You say Canelo Alvarez ducking Caleb Eggplant? Right. He ducking Jamal Charlo? Right. Guess what? You say Tyson Fury, he pull out of fights, and he do pull out of fights, and he ducking and yada, yada, yada. Right. So all I'm saying is let's keep the same energy. Let's keep the same energy. That's all. Don't keep that energy when it's against a fighter who you don't like, and then want to switch the narrative up when it comes to a fighter that you do like. Let's say all of them ducking me. They didn't say that. He said the narrative would be Crawford continues to ruin his legacy. Blah, blah, blah. Keenan, you hit the nail right on the head. Keenan, you hit the nail right on the head. That's what it'll be. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And for these guys not to even acknowledge that, it's being disingenuous. It's being disingenuous. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's being disingenuous. He said, Triple Single say Crawford could have his arm tore off with a freak chainsaw injury on fight week, and he still have to fight Manny Pacquiao to avoid being called the duck. Exactly. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Now, Errol Spence has an eye injury. That's what they say. I don't know who the doctors is. Is it a PBC doctor that works for Al Haymon? I don't know.
Hey, okay.
This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. But if he got an eye injury, then that tells me that he was getting his ass whooping sparring. He must was getting his ass whooping sparring. That's all I'm saying. And if he needs some more time in order to get right, okay, so be it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is Keep that same energy. Take Errol Spence's name out of it, replace it with Terrence Crawford, replace it with Canelo Alvarez, replace it with Anthony Joshua, and you'll hear something totally different. Paul CX say, yeah, be consistent with your ducking narratives. Just straight up biased, intellectually dishonest of these guys to deny they accuse a non-PBC fighters of ducking if the roles were reversed. Exactly.
Hey, okay.
Paul CX, you nailed it, my brother. You nailed it, you nailed it, you nailed it. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, be consistent with your ducking narrative. Just straight up biased, intellectually dishonest of these guys to deny they'd accuse non-PBC fighters of ducking if the roles were reversed. Yes, yes, yes. This is exactly what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot that. I have to. I have to. Shout out to my brother James for dropping that quarter of a
Okay.
dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
James said you can't walk away from a car accident like that without your body breaking down. I don't know. I don't know how he got the injury or whatever the case may be. You know, and I hope that Errol Spence does get back right with some speedy recovery. All I'm saying is the narrative, dog. That's all I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What this brother said right here, James. You know what I'm saying? He said, be consistent with your ducking narratives. Just straight up bias. Intellectually dishonest. I could have said it better. Intellectually dishonest for these guys to deny that they'll accuse a non-PBC fighter of ducking if the roles were reversed. Because when you are pro something, you are pro PBC, that means that the PBC fighters can't do no wrong. So when something happens to about a fighter that you don't like or they don't agree with, guess what they do? They'll turn around and say, oh, he ducking. They push a narrative. That's all I'm saying. Triple Single say they accused Teofimo Lopez of ducking Cambosa. Now saying this situation can't be labeled as ducking. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all that's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying, fam. That's all I'm saying. They don't keep that same energy. And they disingenuous when they say this. Now, the Alphabet Boy channels are going to run cover. They're going to run cover. Me, I'm dropping a nuclear bomb tomorrow. So what I'm going to say is this here. Tomorrow I am dropping a nuclear bomb about your favorite fighter at the PBC. And I'm dropping a nuclear bomb about Caleb Eggplant at the PBC and Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. If you get offended about what I'm going to say about the PBC, you might not want to show up tomorrow, because I promise you, if I say something that pisses you off today, I will piss you off even more tomorrow. So warning to the trolls and the pro PBC ass kissers, you might not want to watch this show tomorrow, because guess what? I'm going to piss you off. I am the king of pissing off Alphabet Boy supporters. I am the king of pissing off PBC ass kissers. If your favorite fighter name is Big Fish, call Al, guess what? You might not want to watch the show tomorrow. If you are a Al Haymon ass kisser, guess what? You might not want to watch the show tomorrow. If you are a beta male and you wear thongs and you sit down when you take a piss, you might not want to watch the show tomorrow. Guess what? We care nothing about your feelings over here. We are debunking the narratives. If you can call, make videos, call it Terrence Crawford, Top Rank Toby, I'm going to make videos against your favorite fighter, exposing your biases and your narratives. I care nothing about your feelings. I care nothing about your friendship. I care nothing about being down with you. Guess what? We don't want to be down over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. We want to be right. We want to debunk the narrative. And if that means I'm going to lose some friends, so goddamn be it.
Hey, okay.
So be it, dog. I got enough friends already. I'm trying to get rid of them, the ones I got. If I gotta lose some friends and not be on some other people's panels anymore, guess what? I don't give a damn. I really don't care nothing about your feelings, homeboy. I really don't. So other than that, man, it is what it is. This top boy, Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media State USA Boxing. And we're going to go ahead and give everybody a roll call. And we're going to do it OJ Jew-Man style. OJ the Jew-Man style. Shout out to Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Philly Fly.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Halim.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Carmen Serene.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lisa Bales.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lady Shan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Malahinte.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to MTK Global.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Errol Spence.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Manny Pacquiao.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Terrence Crawford.
Hey, okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to Cesar Castro.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ephraim Molina.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Boston Jorge.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Eliza Feliciano.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Philip Fly.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul.
Okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to James James.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rebel Life Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Eliza Feliciano.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Hooligan Music.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Johnny Blaze.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul CX.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jerome Benjamin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Marco James. I know I hurt your feelings, brother, but it is what it is.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Wizard Sleeve.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Wendell Jackson.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Merrill Dixon.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ephraim Molina.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Philip Fly.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mark Nash.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Major Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Troy Graham.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Merrill Dixon.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else we got? Shout out to Third Coast Royalty.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Boss Life 82.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Karma Serene.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Johnny Blaze.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William Posey.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to BG in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Aquarius Brown.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Triple Single.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Wizard Sleeve once again.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Arlette. Shout out to you, sis.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Keening Lofton.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Who else we got? Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Aquarius Brown.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Sniper.
Hey, okay.
Oh yeah, shout out to Steve Kim as well. Steve Kim, salute to you, brother. Salute to Steve Kim.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to It's Cold in the Winter.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Oh, shout out to my main man Tune. I don't know if he was here today.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to James, Double James.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Who else can we hit with OJ Jew-Man? OJ the Jew-Man. Let's hit it with OJ the Jew-Man. Sorry about that. Shout out to Upstate Cali, Upstate CA.
Hey, okay.
Say love the energy. I appreciate that, fam. Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Cheaty.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Danny the Great.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Triple Single.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? We got to hit somebody with OJ Jew-Man right quick. OJ Jew-Man. Let's hit him with the OJ Jew-Man. Shout out to Uncle Dave Zilla.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rob Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Steel Shelf.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Cali B.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Charles Sainez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bruce Goals.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Evans. Shout out to Evans Mencia.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bold and Understanding.
Hey, okay.
Who else we got? Who else we got? I don't want to forget nobody. Shout out to Merrill Dixon.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Unknown Name.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to What's Up?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dime.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jerome Benjamin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Uncle Dave Zilla.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man, Charlo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Double Lady Sagittarius.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Starboy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dimes once again.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Zoe Santos.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Joe. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Steel Shelf.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to shout out to Paul Evans
Hey, okay.
for dropping out £1/4 on your boy. €1/dub. Sorry about that.
To this day.
Of your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Coach, another great show. Peace to you and all of the chat.
Hey, okay.
Salute to you, Paul Evans. Peace to you too, my fam. Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Michael Knight, Knight Rider.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Zoe Santos.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man, Exclusive.
Hey, okay.
Once again, back is the incredible. This our boy, New Media Today, USA Boxing, Coach Malachi Williams. We will be back on again, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Guess what? We got to keep that same energy. Tomorrow, we nuking them. We are going nuclear. When I say nuclear, we are going Godzilla nuclear, and I am not playing. Once again, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's our boy, New Media Today, USA Boxing. See y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.